Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Baka-Talk. I'm your host today, Wheeze. With me as always is Boom.
Hello everyone.
And Pyrolus.
Hello.
And by what did I say? With me, as always, they are always here, and I've not always been here, but I'm back. Permanently.
Yeah, how did you get the hosting position back so fast? Doesn't that usually take weeks and months and years
I know,
to regain the trust?
Yeah, it does, usually. But I just came back and everyone's like, who did it last? And they're like,
nah. It was my fault.
Like, I did. And I was like, I haven't. And then they're like, oh, yeah, you haven't. You can go. And then they're like, wait a minute. I'm like, you already said I could go.
Pyrolus, this is why you're not allowed to talk.
I posted it on Indeed.
Indeed.
I got the job.
I wasn't really. I let basically the mouse control it. Not like the computer mouse, but a mouse that I have in my room. He's the one that chooses who the hosts are.
Wow.
That is how we all got hired.
Yeah.
What? I was hired by a raccoon, thank you very much.
That's racist.
What? How?
Just because they're all rodents doesn't mean they're the same, Boom.
See,
I didn't say they were the same. I specifically said they were different by saying I got hired by a raccoon.
Yeah, but
a raccoon is better than a mouse.
No, it was a mouse that hired you. You saying he's a raccoon means that you think that they're all the same when they're not.
I'm denying I was hired by a raccoon. I mean,
exactly.
Dang it.
You were hired by a mouse. See, now quit being racist.
The mouse, I think the mouse subcontracted the hiring process to the raccoon.
I thought he subcontracted it out to a homeless person.
I think he was too scared to talk to Boom. He was like, raccoon, you do it.
I gave the mouse $10 and told him to find the best podcast host.
Oh, nice.
And he found us?
He found you too.
Wow, you need to get your money back.
We're like a K-pop
I don't know, I paid
group.
$10.
We're a K-pop group, let's go.
Yeah, except
You're the only one that looks like a K-pop person. Wow, I can't talk to that.
That's kind of
that's why your girlfriend
offensive.
started dating you.
Yes. She's like, you
The only reason I said that is because you're blonde.
That's true. I look more of like a K-pop star than either of you, but that's not saying much.
That's because...
I mean, Pyrolus looks like a redneck, and I look like,
what?
I don't know, the Blob.
And you can just imagine me as a K-pop star.
Yes.
We've given them so many images of what we may or may not look like.
Yeah.
Like what we've talked about.
Now I'm waiting for the Blob fan art that's going to come out of me.
Well, we've talked about what Boom looks like, and then like how we've described Pyrolus, and then they think that's just like plastic K-pop boy is me.
Well, my range is somewhere between
Peter
lumberjack.
Griffin? Oh.
Well, there's different categories. There's lumberjack, there's hipster, there's Peter Griffin, and then there's the Blob.
Don't forget about Bill Murray.
In Bill Murray, yeah. So, and then Pyrolus, I'm pretty sure they're just going to draw as like a Russian potato.
He's like a JoJo character, remember? We've described him like that before.
The arms, how big his chest is.
And then he's just got like a...
and he's always posing. Like right now he's in that weird like down squat, like split position.
I don't try to pose. It's just natural.
It is just natural for him.
Yeah, you'll be talking to him. He'll be standing perfectly straight, and then he'll just go into a pose, another pose, and another pose. It's kind of like Johnny Bravo.
It goes with how I talk. Like, hey, baby, how's it going?
And I just flip my hair every once in a while and give the peace sign.
Yeah.
And then say something in Japanese, and women faint.
Yeah. Konnichiwa. Yeah, that's great. So today we have a topic, surprisingly. Remember when that was a thing?
What?
No, you don't.
No, I don't.
So today we have a topic that is about piracy. And we've talked about piracy. We've talked about our deep love for the pirates, such as the ones in One Piece.
You wouldn't download a car, would you?
Actually,
sure I would.
I've downloaded many cars from games.
I've downloaded...
That was an old joke from the Piracy commercial.
Well, he wouldn't steal a car, would you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I've downloaded so many images for YouTube, I've probably downloaded a car.
Probably.
There's probably a car on my computer I just don't know how to access.
I've downloaded UFOs. Does that count?
I think that's better than a car.
I think so. And cute anime girls.
Ooh.
Also better than a car.
Heck yeah.
Well,
what if we take a car and put cute anime girls on it?
Cars break down. Anime girls don't, unless they're well
break
written.
down. Mentally, they break down.
Did you guys see the car commercial?
Which one?
The car commercial has the anime trailer in it. I think it's a car commercial. Either that's an anime that is literally just meant to be a car commercial.
Oh, dang.
I did
That's
not see
epic.
that, no.
I forgot. Let me look it up. Maybe
Magic
I
did
might
that.
find
They made a random anime short film thing as a promotion.
Anime
Promotional
car.
thing.
That's not how you spell commercial.
I don't know how to spell commercial.
COMEIN.
E.
COM?
COMM.
Oh, commercial.
Yeah. Like
Duh.
commie.
Yeah, it makes sense. Let me see if I can find it.
Dank meme.
Here it is.
Toyota goes full anime with initial D commercial.
The sick initial D commercial.
With sick initial D commercial.
Yeah.
Anime meets
So-
car.
They should have had this during the Super Bowl. I'm so
All
disappointed.
Ford anime overdubs.
Oh, and then this one. This one's really good.
Accurate.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a couple car commercials that are doing anime art styles now. Kind of like the Fry Force from Taco Bell.
Fry Force is amazing.
You know, that was one of our better done, better received podcast episodes.
Yeah, it's
Wow,
because
was
about
there Fry
Taco
Force?
Bell.
It was about Taco
It was
Bell.
about
which
Taco
is
Fry Force
amazing.
is so good.
We need to start reviewing
We need
Taco
season
Bell.
2 of Fry Force.
You know what's
Always
really
talk
funny
about Taco Bell.
is
You
the
should.
new manga called Kaiju number 8 is kind of like Fry Force.
Why don't we start eating Taco Bell on the podcast?
Because
That's a
we
great
go to a
idea.
much better restaurant than Taco Bell to get dinner.
That's true.
They have tacos there.
They do?
They have burritos.
They have burritos.
They have burritos. There's a big difference.
There's a Mexican place we could get tacos.
There's a Mexican place.
It's
Their
average.
tacos aren't the best.
Which place are you talking about?
There's only one left in Fremont.
is there?
The
There's
second
the
one is
local
where the
burrito.
restaurant
I
is at now.
like that place. It's got good fajitas.
Yeah, but their portions are so small.
The fajitas are pretty big. They're expensive.
You're small.
I mean,
Just think about that.
I can
look
only-
at me. Okay, look
Uh-huh.
at me, the blob.
yeah.
And now look at you,
The
little
K-pop
Japanese K-pop star.
Well, I'm a
The
Japanese
the
K-pop star,
portions
that's
are
sick.
not the same.
Yeah,
I'm
I
imagining
guess.
the blob from Wolverine Origins compared to like a twig of a K-pop star.
I would rather be the blob from Wolverine Origins than the blob from the 1988 film.
That's fair. I don't know. With the blob from 1988 film, you get a lot more women.
I was just thinking that myself.
Become one with me.
At least
All
you
right.
don't look like the worm from Hunter x Hunter.
That's true.
Can you do the worm?
Does it look like I can do the worm?
It looks like
Yes.
maybe it'll move like one. I just had to set it up. I'm sorry.
Oh man, that was sick. Sick
Well,
story.
at least I can sit down without posing, Mr. JoJo.
Hey, it's not my fault. I'm so cool. Whoa, whoa.
So, speaking of car commercials using anime art styles, we're talking about Piracy.
Piracy.
That was a great segue.
That was a great segue.
right into a cliff.
Great segue. Segues are great.
Aren't they?
We need more segue awareness.
You know the inventor of a Segway died by falling off a cliff of a Segway?
Really? Is that true?
I heard that somewhere.
I'm looking it up.
We should get Weez a Segway because he's scared of driving a real car.
The Segway inventor die. It's like right at the top. He did. What? No, he was he was riding in a PT.
Oh, they told me he was riding in a Segway.
Live by the Segway.
Former
die by the
owner of
Segway.
parent company Segway Inc. Oh, he bought the company, so he didn't. What? But yeah, he fell off a cliff while riding his PT. Huh. He was probably on a Segway
Riding
in
the
his
PT.
car.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Just, it's
Feels
like
bad.
It's like one of those Russian doll things where like he drives the Segway into a bigger Segway and drives that.
Imagine like dying from your own product. They're just like, I have this bulletproof vest, and it's like, we're gonna have our CEO try it out, and then they shoot him and he just dies. And it's like,
That has happened before.
oh, that's not great.
That's great. I don't care what they say about not being great. That's just funny. All right.
Oh man, how much do you trust your own product?
That's the question.
Trust yourself.
Are you willing
but
to
not
jump
enough
a
to
cliff?
like shoot yourself and expect yourself to live?
When
with,
you
like,
test
when
the
you have a
they test the bulletproof
product.
vest by shooting your head.
yeah.
Okay, wasn't
Didn't
there?
work.
There was a American armor plate company that the CEO literally let somebody shoot him.
Yeah.
I forget who it was. Was it Spartan Armor?
There are multiple. I think it was Spartan Armor, this one.
Yeah, but I just remember the guy doing it. I'm just like, what the heck is he doing?
There are multiple.
I mean, that makes sense.
I mean, it's how confident they are in their armor. Like, if you're confident enough where you, the CEO, are getting like, yeah, shoot me. No, not the face, you retard.
Yeah.
Shoot the armor.
They're just like, idiot, you can get shot in the face. This isn't gonna protect us.
You're supposed to put on the helmet. Duh.
It's like someone making like a suit of armor, and then you just take a sword and like stab into like the shoulder where like there's
This
a
didn't
crevice.
protect nothing.
It's like, this didn't protect anything more.
And that's why you go chainmail, Spartan armor, and then you put on a soldier helmet, then you put on a knight helmet over that. 100% protection.
That reminds me of the Bread Boys face reveal thing, where they do the face reveal and it's just another helmet right underneath.
So,
Did you guys see the latest short from their channel?
I did not.
They're having a blizzard where they live. So the father guy, he's like, we're having a blizzard here. Stay inside if you live here. And then just falls over into a snowbank. It was great.
Sounds epic.
They make me laugh. So, can we get to this topic though?
Yes, we can.
Because it's been 11 minutes.
So apparently Japan wants to take down piracy. Not surprising.
One pirate ship at a time.
No.
So One Piece is getting canceled.
Yes.
Rip.
Yes.
So our first article here is 4 Japanese publishers prepare to sue Cloudflare over 3.5 million plus. That's a horrible topic header. Let me go
Plus
down here.
more.
All right,
Jokes
4
on them,
Japanese
Cloud.
companies plan on suing Cloudflare for $3.5 million damages for piracy.
Cloudflare is one of the smaller ones that are used.
Yeah, which is surprising that they're not like trying to go for. I think Kiss Anime is up in some countries still.
Yeah, it is like Russia.
Yeah, so I'm surprised they're not going for Kiss Anime, Anime Kisa, sites like that.
To be fair, one thing is like stealing people's stuff and putting it out there for just people to enjoy. Another thing is like
Making money off it.
stealing people's stuff, advertising on your website, making money off of the stuff that you just stole directly from them.
I thought they were doing me a service by telling me where all the hot moms were in my area.
Wait,
Yeah,
that's a service, isn't it?
yeah, it's a
Like that's a built-in feature of the website, telling me the exact location.
Yeah.
Like it's 3.4 miles away from
You're
me.
like, my mom is already hot, thank you very much. I don't need another one. I'm happy with my own mom. She's a great mom.
Singing song in the South. Sweet potato powder, shut my mouth.
I don't need a better mom that's more attractive. Screw
Boom,
you.
the button. Use the new button.
What? The green one?
Yeah.
Please don't.
We got a soundboard, so now we can do this.
Please don't. And then we can do funny joke. Say funny joke.
Ooh woo des.
Classic.
We promise we won't overuse this power. But if we do, you can stop following us.
Just like, oh, he said something funny. Yes. Joke.
Self high five.
The best part of comedy is when you like tell the audience it's a joke.
Oh, and then you give them the laugh track
Yeah.
to make it funny.
You're just like, hey, he said something funny. Ha ha.
The thing is, when Boom says something funny, you or I are gonna have to press button because he cannot. Because
Exactly,
if you
yeah.
press your own funny button, that's sad.
Yeah, that is
That is
sad.
pretty sad. Which is why I wish I could like attach extra like button pads to this. And just like give you all your own
that'd be
button
amazing.
pad.
Yeah,
But
that'd be great.
Although we'd all just be like, ooh woo.
yeah, that's why I'm keeping the control to myself.
But whenever he says something, if he ever says something funny, press the button.
I would be grateful.
He's just like, Evangelion is really great. And I'm like,
Good one, Boom. Classic.
I was gonna say either other people push the button for me, or I'm just like that Red Skull meme. I was like, I can lead others to what I cannot obtain.
yes.
All right, so 4 of the biggest anime publishing companies in Japan, of course, are suing. Where's the topic I was reading? Four major Japanese manga publishers said Monday they will sue a U.S. company accused of hosting servers for a piracy site. In the latest offensive against illegal copies of their graphic novels. The publishing giants will file the lawsuit with the Tokyo District Court this week, and spokesperson of Kodansha, one of the publishers involved, told AFP. The four leading publishers, Kodansha, Shueisha. Can somebody read those names?
Shueisha,
Shogakukan?
I gotta turn and
Yeah.
talk. And Kadokawa.
That's the only one I can read is Kadokawa.
That's because you've seen it many times.
And then they're accused. They accuse web infrastructure company Cloudflare of copyright infringement for its role in hosting sites that distribute pirated copies of manga titles. They will seek a combined 400 million yen, which equals $3.5 million in damages, according to the source with knowledge of the suit. So, obviously, they're mad. Just a wee bit.
My question is how much of that's actually going to the author and how much of it's going to the company?
Exactly. Is this just is this like a Nintendo suing people for showing Nintendo games? Or is this an actual problem in Japan?
I feel like they have more of the right to do this than other things. Because they're just stealing their stuff.
Yeah, straight up. I don't get why are they suing a hosting company instead of the people that are hosting or that are actually making the servers, managing the servers, right?
Well,
or am I thinking of this wrong?
Well, the biggest thing is that Cloudflare, when you host stuff on there, they make money by the ads that you view when you're getting the stuff.
So Cloudflare is making money off of the people putting the mangas on.
Yeah.
That makes more sense.
So
Or
the people pirating
smart.
pirating the mangas actually aren't making money?
It depends. You can personally donate to them. But that's a lot with the translators.
Okay.
Because and this is my biggest thing with when I read manga, it's not like they're just photocopying books that they bought from Amazon and put it over. They have to get the actual raw files, they translate it, they review it, make sure it's all grammatically correct, and then they port it over for us to read.
Right.
That's why there's good translators and bad translators.
Those are more legit because there isn't English translations, so it's not like you could even do this. These people are just kind of doing this.
Yeah, this is talking about. I think this is just talking about people that take the latest One Piece issue and post it on Cloudflare.
Cloudflare is more for anime. From what I've seen, there's more anime on there than there is manga.
Okay, well they're suing over manga specifically.
No, it said anime and manga.
It says right here.
Go up. A new manga and anime. Oh, just go back down. A new manga and anime copyright law. Because anime shut down.
What?
See right there in the middle? Just before the...
Yeah, but they're going after this company only for manga, I think.
Oh, just before the new manga and anime copyright law. Right, because Japan's setting in a new copyright law.
Yeah.
They are suing. The quote from the spokesperson says specifically, they will seek a combined 400 million yen in damages, according to a source of knowledge, for distributed pirated copies of manga titles.
Which means they don't care about the anime.
Yes, yeah, it's weird.
That is really weird. It just seems, this whole article seems like a precision strike against pirates, but for a really weird thing.
My biggest issue that I found with manga is that a lot of the ones that I like to read, whenever I look for the actual book, I can't find it even on Amazon.
Yeah. All right, so before we get into our discussion too much, we have one more topic, one more article.
That last article was by Anime Motivation.
Yes. And this one is by Anime Hunch. And basically it says, Japan and the Philippines join forces to combat online piracy.
Yeah.
Basically they are talking about a new group. It's a new anti-piracy group that will allow them to find and shut down sources of manga and web novels and other sorts of illegal piracy activity. And since the Philippines and Japan are teaming up, they will have a wider range of jurisdiction. There's a bunch of legal jargon that I'm not going to go into, mainly because I don't want to have your guys' ears bleed with me trying to read all this crap. But they do say alone the damages by manga piracy costs the industry a whopping 1 trillion yen. And I guess they are upping the piracy budget to, that's a weird number, 107,596.4 billion yen.
1 trillion yen is let's see.
This is $107
$8 billion, almost $9 billion.
596.4 billion yen.
Right.
That's an absurdly big number. Freaking yen is so small. It's like for a couple million, you have to be in like the billions or whatever.
But the whole piracy thing is costing them 1 trillion yen.
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious as to how they're doing that math, though. Is it really costing them that much?
I don't know how they. I'm gonna click on the link and see.
Yeah, me too.
What they give.
Like,
how do you actually tell?
A survey from ABJ Authorized Books of Japan, a countermeasure group created by manga publishers, reported on January 15th, 2022, that the manga industry has lost a total of 1.19 trillion yen, approximately 8.76 billion in 2021 as a result of illegal consumption via piracy sites.
Okay, so these numbers are kind of bogus because, for one, the people that are going to that are pirating this stuff aren't necessarily going to buy it.
Yeah.
So just because someone pirates it doesn't mean you directly lose money from them buying it instead. Because if they didn't pirate it, they probably weren't going to read it at all.
Yeah.
Like, the reason they're reading it is because it's free and it's available. So saying like each one of these numbers of people like downloading a manga or whatever is like a sale lost it doesn't work that way. So it's not literally that much money that they're losing.
But it does make for a really big number to show people.
And it does show like this is how much money has been stolen basically. And
well, it also shows, and that's the only other article that I found that I want to use for the discussion we're going to have tonight, which is going to be what our thoughts on piracy and like do we think it's actually hurting Japan as much as they say, and is it as big of a, I hate to use the word, but epidemic as people make it out to be?
Yeah.
So I guess one of the biggest questions is, so obviously they say 1.19 trillion yen, right? Which is an extremely large number.
9 billion.
They said trillion.
No, it's $9 billion, so converted.
Yeah, 8.42 billion. Yeah. I was just using the trillion yen because it sounds cool. I don't know.
Yeah, but we speak in freedom currency here.
I speak in whatever currency is currently shown in my face.
We don't know what a yen is. It's just under 9 billion American freedom dollars.
Sure.
Well, let me look up what 1 yen is in American money.
It's pretty much a penny, if I remember right.
0.0087 United States dollar.
I have no idea if that even registers.
It's
up
a little bit less than a penny.
1 trillion yen equals 8,656,950,000
Right, which is why in animes and stuff you see somebody buying a slice of pizza for 400 yen.
Yeah,
because it's $4.
I want to play those 5 yen machines.
That would be cool.
Those are cheap.
Yeah, right. Anyways, so I guess the question is, how much as anime consumers do we hear about people pirating stuff, right?
I'm pretty sure I'm pretty much the only person that regularly consumes this stuff that pirates it in our friend group.
Well, besides for the person we had on last week.
I don't think she regularly consumes, does she? Louise?
Somewhat regularly. Probably not as much as you. Definitely not as much as you.
She's also streaming.
Yeah.
Compared to you, that is
downloading.
I get. Yeah, that's actual legitimate piracy.
So yeah, this I don't really care because they're making $1 bajillion either way.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like they're shutting down because there's piracy.
No,
like,
yeah. I'm not saying it's something to like
a ton of money.
I'm not saying it's something to become an activist over. It's just we've had plenty of conversations about it.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted just to talk about it because it's kind of a hot topic for
like there's also
people.
He's doing this for clickbait. You heard him.
No, I'm not trying to go for clickbait. I'm just trying to go for what are our thoughts on it.
Legally, they have the right to do it. And I'm kind of fine with them going after piracy websites.
Yeah.
Because they have the right to do it. Like, if it's up, then obviously they don't care enough to, like, try to take it down. So, also, like, if they really cared that much, you wouldn't be able to go to Google and type in, I want to read Berserk, and Berserk pops up.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they would, that's such a simple, like, thing. Like, it's a little bit harder to find things like full movies of, like, Avengers movies or stuff, because they actually police that a little bit more. It's still not that hard to find.
A little bit.
But it's a little bit more than anime.
It's pretty freaking hard. The last time I was able to watch a pirated movie was back in 2015.
Yeah, like they do definitely.
You gotta like actually.
And you have to go to
those.
pretty shady like places to do it. But part of the reason what's gonna make piracy like die isn't them going after piracy websites.
Right.
Because they're just gonna keep making websites. Like
they're just gonna
endless. Yeah, like you can just post anything anywhere. It's like it's absurd. But what they need to do is like Netflix. Netflix kills piracy because people are like, I can just click on Netflix and go click on a movie I want to watch and I watch it.
Right.
Why would I bother hunting it down and then like going through all these annoying ads and stuff to download this like crappy file of a movie I want to watch when I can just go click. Like,
yeah, exactly. Especially in this day and age where people
needs to do that.
People have such a quick access to internet, and everybody has a credit card. Everybody has a debit card where they can easily say, "Oh, it's only $16 a month."
Yeah,
I pay that in going to Burger King.
Yeah, like
right?
Crunchyroll's like $7 a month or something. Yeah. Like it's super. The other thing though is like, if your website sucks, which like Crunchyroll and Funimation do kind of suck. Crunchyroll got better when they did their like beta update thing, but they're still not great. Like you need to make your website better than the piracy websites.
Yeah, exactly.
That
like,
is a bit sad. Like I watch you guys go on your stuff, and I go on my thing. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, it's just like click. I'm on it. It's like you need to make the normal websites that easily like accessible.
Like literally, if I go to Funimation right now, I will bet you there's a 60% chance I will be logged out. See, I'm logged out.
Yeah.
I was just logged in yesterday.
Yeah, like
it's like, why do you log me out? Because now I have to go here. I have to log back in, which is like old 90s login information stuff.
Yeah.
And then
it's so bad.
Yeah, it's stupid. It takes me, I don't know. It's like really first world problems, right?
Yeah.
But it takes me so much longer than if I just went to Netflix here. I click on Netflix. Okay, it's loaded. I hit my name. Boom.
Yeah.
I can start watching, what was the first thing that popped up? Disenchanted. I can watch Disenchanted. Boom. I could probably hit it and it loads up instantly.
Yeah. Like, they need to do that for anime websites and stuff to, like, watch stuff. Also, there are people that will be like, oh, it's on Netflix, sure, I'll watch it. But, like, I don't want to go through the hassle of going through some other janky website to, like, watch stuff.
Right.
So, partially that's the thing. There's always going to be pirates and always people that either don't have money and really love, like, manga and stuff, or that just don't care or whatever, they're doing it for so long. But most people, once it's, like, super easy like Netflix, they're just gonna get like the subscription thing.
Not gonna lie, I think they make a lot more money if they just like let anyone watch it with ads.
Yeah,
kinda like YouTube. But then like if you don't want ads, you pay the monthly for it.
Yeah,
there's some companies that do that now.
Well, that's what I mean.
That's like, part of the thing. Like these piracy websites are making millions of dollars off of your work, because they just have ads on it.
Yeah.
So you could literally just do the same thing.
Yeah, like
There are publishing companies that are putting free content on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like you look at Funimation. Funimation's doing it. And then there's actual anime publishers, anime creators that are putting their works on YouTube with ads.
Yeah. They should look at themselves and be like, okay, we're losing money to this piracy website. Why?
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing that's so much worse than this piracy website that they're making money off of our stuff that we're not?
And then this brings up the topic of, you know how easy it is for a anime company to just strike your YouTube channel?
Yeah. That's the other thing that's bogus. And that's a whole different thing, is how
Not
strict
really.
they are.
Like, it's along the lines of they want to be so hard on people for pirating stuff.
Yeah.
That, like Pyrolis says, they don't even make it available to the world.
No.
Or their second biggest consumer, which is America. They don't make certain mangas. They don't even make certain anime available.
No, and it's stupid.
There was this guy recently that his YouTube channel is taken down, or is going to be. He made kind of, I'm not sure exactly what it was because he deleted all of his videos, but he made something that was kind of like an abridged series, and his channel got partially it's YouTube's fault. Because Japanese laws don't have fair use, like, at all.
Right.
You can't take someone else's work and then, like, alter it and present it as your own and market it or whatever. Like, you can with, like, YouTube, where it's transformative and you're just, like, taking images or, like, small clips or whatever.
Yep.
You can't do that in Japan, most of the time. Their laws on that are, like, really strict. So you just, like, show an image and it's like, that's mine. Your whole thing is mine now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, and that's their laws and whatever, so fine. YouTube has a problem where you can't region block stuff. So the person in Japan writes a letter to YouTube saying, we're suing you for this amount of money, and because of this guy's videos. So this guy's like, what do I have to do? Well, you have to either go to Japan and go through all this court stuff, or we're suing, like, YouTube, basically.
It's not a
YouTube's like,
Japan either.
YouTube's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
I have no stake in this.
Well,
And
they
so-
treat it as a non-issue to them.
Yeah, so
As long as it's not affecting their bottom dollar.
So they just strike the channel, and then it's like, you want to fight the strike, you have to go through all this lawsuit stuff in
Yep.
Japan. You're probably not even going to win because Japanese laws are more favorable for the original creator. So you're just kind of screwed. And then there's just legal fees and a bunch of garbage that's going to cost you way more than what they actually are striking you for.
Well, just going to Japan itself
Yeah.
for any, like, long period of time costs a couple $100
That's going to
alone.
cost, a ton of money.
Yeah.
So, because of that, you basically can't do anything, and Japan can just, like, take down
Yep.
any of these channels. What YouTube needs to do, and what, like, his solution, and what another guy, because there was, Totally Not Mark, I think, got, like, a ton of his videos copyright striked, and was like, hey, YouTube, what the heck is going on? What happened with his is they region locked his videos, so they're not available to be viewed in Japan, which is what they need to be able to do with everyone, because now if Japan wants to take down his videos, they have to go through US court system.
Yes.
Or Britain's court system or whatever, and then go to YouTube.
Which all of those court systems have some form of fair use.
Yeah.
And then in America, especially our court system, it's just not a non-issue at all.
Yeah.
Like, we can just say, well, you can obviously listen to it. It's totally abridged over.
Yeah.
We don't even use full clips from the show. We used edited clips.
Yeah,
So
and it's just like small chunks, and
Yes.
it's not too much. It's not like taking away value from the show or whatever. The law is really janky still in America, but
Right.
it actually exists. Where in Japan, it's just like kind of bogus.
also
So-
in America, you can represent yourself a lot
Yeah.
easier than I hear you can do in Japan.
Yeah. So
So yeah.
hopefully, I'm sure YouTube will fix that, because essentially any Japanese company can take down every single YouTuber just by doing that. Just
And
by,
some
like,
of them seem really willing to.
Yeah,
Yeah.
partly it's their thing of like they see piracy and it's like that person has my thing, I need to take them down.
Yeah.
It's really dumb from a business point of view because they're actually giving them.
Well,
more
unfortunately, in
advertising.
Japanese culture, I don't think they see it that way. I think they see it as they see obviously anime and manga as an art form, right? It's an
Yeah.
artistic art form, which it is. But they take ownership over it in a different way than the average American or even average Englishman would.
Yeah.
Where they see it as that, and then they see somebody maybe doing a funny parody over it.
Yeah.
They see that as a dishonor to their work and to them.
They're like the music industry.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the music
You
industry.
used 5 seconds of my song, die.
The quote Weird Al Yankovic, please don't pirate my song so I can get another gold-plated Hummer.
Yeah. So, yeah, music industry's pretty bad. But, yeah, so it's weird. They just need to do the thing. YouTube just needs to allow you to, like,
Region
geo-block.
block.
Yeah.
Region lock it in areas, because...
That would be amazing because then even if you say you make a comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not like offensive, but it might be a little brash to like certain regions.
Yeah.
You can region lock it from that area. So that way it doesn't make anybody mad.
Yeah.
You're still able to do your comedy, which is always going towards the brink of being kind of just mean.
Yeah.
But yeah, other people can enjoy it, but the people that are actually going to get hurt by it don't have
You
to
can-
watch it.
Yeah, block
Take
it.
that, Australians.
There's videos, like one of Oversimplified's videos about Hitler is banned in Germany.
Exactly.
There's like, and things like that. So they have the ability to do it. They just need to implement it so it's like, oh, you're an anime YouTuber, we'll block you from Japan.
Or
Yes.
that way, like, the user themselves can set it up instead of
Yeah.
YouTube.
They do need that, and they don't have it. So everyone's like, well, we're going to be screwed if they don't change things. I think YouTube will, because they're like, anime YouTubers, there is a ton of them, and they're making them money, so...
Well, yeah, I mean, you look at Giguk,
Yeah.
Garnt, and J-Dog? What is his name?
Connor,
Or I said Giguk and Garnt. They're the same person. Giguk,
Anime Man.
and then Sea-Dog.
Yeah, and then there's a ton of, like, in between 10 and a million subscriber YouTubers. Like, there's a ton of them that are all just for anime.
I hear
So-
one of them is sitting at this very round table.
I am not between 10 and 100,000 subscribers.
was-
Yeah, you are. You're between 10 and 100,000
Yeah.
subscribers.
I meant 10,000 and a million subscribers.
Oh.
I am between 10, yes.
No, but dude, you did a really big milestone than compared to the average person that's on YouTube.
That's
You
true.
got more than 200.
I did. I have like
Subscribers.
212 right
Yeah.
now. So heck
Yeah.
yeah. I'm going for 1,000, then I can monetize, and then Japan can kill me. That's my goal.
Yeah.
Just straight to
go.
the head.
I want
You're dead.
Japan to send a trained assassin after me. Like, they're not just gonna sue me. They're just gonna like
Kill
take
you.
me down.
This man looks too much like a K-pop or a J-pop star. We have to take him
We
out.
have to take him down.
Not only does he copy our video, but he copy our look too. Take him out.
All right, well, with that bad impersonation over, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
All right.
So,
Ad time.
see you all later.
Ad time over.
It's over.
It's all done. The ad is done. You made it through.
Congratulations.
You made it this far.
Some of you might have died, but that was acceptable.
According to the last, not review, but the last like
Analytics.
analytics.
Like 26% of the people that watched that episode left 10 minutes before the ad break.
You
I
were
thought
so close.
we only retained 33% after that break.
You were
Oh, it
so
was only 33%.
Yeah.
So it was more than 28%. But
No, we kept 33%,
oh, right. We lost, like,
which means only few of you are the chosen ones, and we appreciate you.
yes.
Well, anyways, I think we're done with our topic on piracy.
Did we get anywhere?
I feel like we talked about it.
Yeah,
I think we finished talking about
My
it.
biggest point on it is they need, unless they can actively produce manga, like all of them, so that way I have access to them and I can read them, I'm going to keep on pirating manga.
Yeah.
My
it-
opinion on it is it has to be a give and take. Like, if you want to take away all of the world's access to the arts that you make, then you're gonna have to actually make it easier to legally get it.
Yeah.
Because that $1 trillion number, more likely half those are books that are only produced in Japan in Japanese language.
Yeah.
Could be. Yeah.
You've got to. If there are people stealing your stuff to translate it, you just translate it. Just don't.
There's a
make them
market
do their
for it.
job.
Hire
So
the
do
people
it.
that are doing it for free.
Yeah, hire them and just pay them. I'm sure they wouldn't mind being paid just a little bit for it. Like,
No, because like these
they're
people,
doing it for free.
There's this one guy that I like his translations, but all the time, like I see in the comments, my mom is sick and I have to stay home. Please donate. I'm like, yeah, honestly, I would, but because you're saying that specifically, I'm not gonna. I don't know what it is, but my brain, like when someone begs for me to donate, I'm like, no.
Because it's hard to know, like, what are the odds of this person lying? It's pretty high.
Yeah.
Like, they're just trying to sound sassy.
That's
Well, it's
why
like
I
I was
play the
always
game.
taught never to give to people with signs on the side of the road.
Yeah, because a lot of them aren't real.
Right.
There
it's a
are
pity
some,
game.
but there's a lot of them that aren't real. That they
I judge it by
or they
their
make
sneakers.
a ton of money from
'Cause-
actually doing that.
Like I'll go through like Grand Rapids and I'm like, that man's got better sneakers and a better coat than me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep on
You
trying.
roll down the window, you're like, dude, give me some money. He's like, yeah, you deserve it.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, I see your POS vehicle.
So, anyways, on to other topics. I have one thing that's semi-interesting that has nothing to do with anime,
Cool.
but I've been watching the Olympics,
Oh.
China #1?
which is kind of fun. But a Russian skater got tested positive for drugs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
For like performance-enhancing drugs, which are illegal, and she still got to skate, and she won.
Yep.
I don't
How?
know if she won it all, but in like one of the preliminary rounds, she got first by like a lot.
Why?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
Like-
know. I think they're still looking into what happened. Also, she got tested for it, and then while she was at the Olympics, the results came back because apparently all the people at the testing lab got sick with COVID. So she's in the Olympics. And then they get the test results. It's like, oh, you got tested positive for this drug.
They just fly a helicopter, pick her up, and fly away.
So,
Right in the middle of her, was she a skater?
yeah.
Yeah.
Right in the middle of her skate routine, she does a jump.
She does a
Helicopter
jump,
catches her, just
flips,
lifts her off.
and then like it brings her back like 20 minutes later, and she lands. It's like the best trick ever performed.
All you hear from her is she's being lifted away.
Please don't.
I had to reach for that.
She just like spinning stops, looks up at them. Please don't. But okay, here's the other thing. She's 15.
Nice. I honestly
Wow.
don't
Yeah.
understand why the Olympics send children. That makes no
Because
sense to
anime
me.
rules.
Yeah, you can be
Obviously,
like any age, but it's usually like the people that are best in other things because there
Yeah.
are other competitions besides the
I
Olympics.
hear a lot about children being sent there. I'm like, man, I don't know about that. Personally, I feel like that
I mean,
children should
It
be-
makes sense
If they
because
want to.
children are usually the best at sports, because between the ages of like 16 and I think it's 25, 26 is like your prime years, and then what past that you start degrading.
What about cybernetic enhancements?
Well, that's a little bit different. I don't know if that's illegal yet.
There's no law against it. Give me my cyber legs.
I mean, they have
Do-
they still have the Special Olympics.
yeah, there's
right?
the Paralympics.
The Paralympics
So,
is where they actually have runners with just
yep,
metal legs.
You can have
I
a
like
metal
how
leg.
cybernetics
there's-
translated over to the Special Olympics.
Well, because the only cybernetic legs that we have now are the prosthetic legs, the running legs.
I'm
and
pretty sure
stuff.
there was a guy that was in like the running that wanted to do the regular Olympics because he was so fast, and people were questioning whether it gave him an unfair advantage because one of his legs wasn't there.
Well,
you know?
it's because of the springiness of the metal.
Yeah, you get the springiness. You don't have any strain on that leg. Like
Yeah.
you don't have the muscles we're activating there. So it's like, is this really fair?
Yeah.
There's like a whole thing about that.
Like, I get like there's impact on the joint that is gone,
Yeah.
the amputation point, which can cause pain, but like if you have only 2 metal legs and you're sprinting at full speed, wouldn't it basically just be stamina that you need?
It's a spring.
Because the
You're literally a
muscles
spring.
can't give out.
Yeah.
So it's
your
just
legs are
like,
literally a spring at that point because metal bounces,
yeah,
especially thin metal.
yeah. That's what they're designed to do. Is
They just
bounce.
attach it to like his chest and his head. It just flips around in a circle. Just
He just runs over another contestant.
oh goodness. So yeah, the Olympics are pretty cool though.
That's cool.
Running
It's
in
just
the
such a
90s.
weird idea that the
Yeah.
whole world is just like, we're gonna send our best athletes and they're gonna go ski down this slope in this really super specific sport.
Well, get this. Back in right before World War II, during the reign of Hitler,
Yeah.
there was Olympics in Germany.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was the whole thing because Hitler like wanted to show that his
the Aryan race
it
was
was
better.
the
And then
most
it was
superior.
what-
Yeah.
Black
It
man
was-
beat him, which was the biggest shame.
Yeah,
upon
that's
them.
amazing.
And then last Olympics, wasn't it
you,
in
Jesse
North
Owens.
Korea?
The North
no,
Korean Olympics got canceled.
the
Did it?
last
As
Olympics
far as
was
I'm
in
aware.
Japan.
Yeah.
The Summer Olympics.
Oh, right.
Japan, North Korea, same thing.
Yeah, close
Same
enough.
No, I'm pretty sure
But-
there was gonna be one in North Korea, but it got canceled.
Yeah, there was
because,
going to be one in
Also,
North
the
Korea.
Japanese are really good at the Olympics.
Well, yeah.
They're good at everything, but it's
Yeah.
fun because I'm like, go American, and then there's a Japanese guy. It's like, well,
Well,
the Japanese person can.
my side might
It's
be...
like, yeah, if the
changed.
American doesn't win, let's have a Japanese person win. Let's go, Mr. Yamamoto.
I just like how in all the races to this Olympics, like the skiing races. Is
Yeah.
that what they're called? Skiing races.
skiing.
Where they're just like downhill skiing.
No,
Cross
the-
country skiing.
No, where they're like doing the razors in the ring.
Oh, ice skating?
Yeah, ice
Oh,
skating.
ice skating.
The
yeah.
figure skating?
No, the races.
The
ice
races.
skating
Oh, the races.
The races are cool.
Well,
Yeah.
I just like how everyone got disqualified after passing China.
Oh, I
This-
don't know if that actually happened or if that's just a joke.
No, that actually happened. Like,
Did
they
it?
would like
It is easy to get disqualified in
Yeah.
speed skating
Yes.
because you like hit somebody and then it's like, yeah.
like you
that's
pass a
not
line,
allowed.
disqualified. But like no one from China got disqualified. It was everyone that was like going against China ended up getting disqualified.
Huh.
I find it kind of funny because the current situation and the fact that it's being held in China.
I guess. I don't
Okay,
know.
so there's a.
Not
yeah.
a statement. I just find it honestly
but
funny.
Yeah. I just thought that story was interesting. There's also a person that was like half Chinese, half American. She decided to play for
Renounce
China.
her American.
She decided to play for China
Yeah.
to like influence young girls in China who wants to be like doing skiing or whatever.
Yeah.
Then she's also like an insanely smart student and is going for like bioengineering and this one like thing, and she's like 18 and she graduated like college when she was like 16
Yeah.
or something.
Yep.
It's like, oh, this is just one of those people that are just stupidly good at everything.
Yeah.
This-
She's like the
if-
best skier and just like the smartest person.
That's
like,
the person you know
nice.
that if fantasy existed or if anime existed would be the
Yeah.
Shinji that gets sent to the robot or something.
she is the
No,
protagonist.
we are the Shinji.
No, like she's the special
She's the person that we that's our rival. That we're never gonna be like that. But we're the isekai losers. Boom.
No, she's a special person. Like she would be the one that's picked for the Death Note. She
Yeah.
would be the one that gets the eyes.
She's not the
of
main
Kogias and
character.
stuff.
She's like the other character that's just like good at everything.
That's true. Yeah.
I am the loser that gets reincarnated. I know that for a fact.
So yeah, hearing that.
Maybe
is just,
that's why isekai is so big because all the losers get reincarnated, and you don't have to be
Truck-chan.
special.
Take me
exactly,
now.
yeah. It's like we need more stories for Eileen Gu, who is just good at everything.
Yes.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Truck-chan?
I have heard of Truck-chan. It's from the isekai light novel That Time I Got Reincarnated with My Truck. Is that what it's called?
I don't know, but
I
that
don't
wasn't as
remember.
funny as I thought it was gonna be.
No, it's a thing written by a guy from a podcast.
There's
rival
also a manga that I was reading that it's basically about it is about the truck that sends people to the new world. Like, there's a guy
Yeah.
that runs it. He's like, okay, what's our next job? We gotta send one of these people? All right. These are stats? All right. All right, we hit him.
That's
Hurry
great.
up before the cops show up.
There's just a serial killer killing these children in Japan?
Yeah. Well,
What?
around the
That's
world.
amazing.
He goes around the world. Like, so people are like, okay, we want this person. Well, no, another world is like, we need a hero. So they get the request sent to him. And then he looks through and is like, okay. I think this is the guy we need. Like, he looks through all the people around him. This is the guy we need to get. And then he hunts him, tracks down, stalks him. Then at the perfect time, hits him with a truck. Then he gets out of there before the cop shows up.
That's
That's
terrifying.
Then he goes for the next victim.
I love how
So-
Subaru just dodges that by just being like, walk out of a store, looks both ways, no cars come in, boom, wakes up in a fantasy world.
He doesn't even wake up. He just like walks.
He just
forward,
like opens his eyes, closes his eyes, fantasy world.
So if that's the guy that hits every isekai protagonist, is that the same guy that hits the girl idol in Zombie Land Saga?
I would assume so.
Because she's like a normal high school girl that's auditioning for a idol group. In her first day to go to audition, she hops out of her house, makes it past her gate, and just gets plowed over by this truck and dies, and then gets turned into a zombie by this producer that's trying to make a idol zombie group to save his sector of Japan.
Oh my goodness. That
This anime is amazing.
That reminds me of a story. We've got news. Okay, this was like a couple weeks ago. So the story
Not
of
the freshest news, but we got
the
news.
beginning of Platinum End is the main character suicidal, jumps off a building, Angel comes down and saves him.
Yeah.
And starts the whole story. Apparently, there was a kid that
Oh, I heard about
jumped
this.
off of a building
Because he watched Platinum End.
because he watched Platinum End and was
Oh.
hoping an angel would save him. Now, I think he's from India or something. For
Oh.
one, don't let your kids watch obviously made for adult TV shows.
Please don't.
Number two, how do they know this? How did they figure out that his motives were to be saved by an angel from watching Platinum End?
Was there a
because-
suicide note?
It was the last
He
thing
was
on
like
his TV.
he was like an 8-year-old or something. Like
Oh, what?
Oh, what?
like he was a child,
That doesn't
like
make
an
any
actual
sense.
child.
That's just messed up.
Like
What the heck?
I don't know. That just seems weird. Like I
Dude,
don't know
that's
if they
beyond weird.
I don't know
That's
how
yeah.
they would prove it, but I'm pretty sure he was like a young child. So I don't know. It's weird.
That's where
it's
I
sad.
believe. That's where I believe in actual, like, age restriction stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
Instead of age
Parents-
restriction, I think it's more of like make your kid understand this is not real.
Yeah.
well, not only that, but like, there's just some parents. I'm sorry. There's just some parents that are too neglectful /
Yeah.
stupid
Yeah.
to be able to do that.
Here, have a tablet.
Yeah, and it's just like, oh, what can I do on the tablet? I don't know. Anything
Yeah.
you want.
Yeah,
Have
go
fun.
watch TV or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
That's
they end up
bad.
getting addicted to hentai or something like 12 years later.
Yeah.
And it's just like, either watch over your child, or we need to do something where you can't watch a
Yeah.
MA show.
Yeah.
What's as simple as just setting restrictions on the device itself?
Yeah, you can do that. And
But
then-
here's the thing, again, there's parents that just they can't / they won't.
That's why I
Yeah.
believe everyone before they get married needs to take an IQ test or some sort of test, something.
Yeah, you just
That
gotta-
sounds way too far. That's the extreme.
No, I
I'm
think he needs to
asking.
get this far.
I'm just asking for an actual proper. Are you 18 years old and you have to click yes?
You have to take a picture of yourself.
But here's the,
Because clicking yes on 18, I did that all the time.
I don't know.
for
I don't know how
pornography
to
when I was
actually.
12.
Obviously, you can't
You
just
just-
have a yes no button, but
Parents
you
just
have to
need
have
to-
like a.
You have to take a picture.
Parents just need to watch what their children watch.
How would you even properly do that?
I don't think you can. You just
There
have to.
is no way.
You just have to make.
Have them take a picture of their ID or
Okay,
like their face.
never mind. We're going with Pyrolis's idea.
Yeah.
You have to have an IQ test
Like I
before
said,
you can have children.
Like I said, it's the only thing we can do.
Yeah.
I was right. Yeah,
Parents
it's the
just
only
need
way to
to-
save the children.
to, like teach. I mean, if you don't care what they watch, whatever. At least teach them that this isn't real life.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah. So
I mean, if I was really depressed, if I was in one of my really depressed states and I watched Platinum End, I'm like, I'm gonna go have an angel catch me. See you guys.
It's like, she's kind of cute.
Especially if she had red hair. I'd jump right off a building.
Don't
She
worry,
doesn't.
I'd shoot you before you hit the ground.
Aw, that angel is great,
Thanks,
too.
buddy.
No problem. Like, I'd run underneath you, and I'd be like,
That angel gives
Is she
off...
the blonde?
No.
No, I saw a
I think
picture.
they're all white. All the angels are just white.
Like white hair.
Yeah,
Oh,
just all
who's the
white.
blonde?
The blonde? Oh,
I saw a picture of they're all in their mech suit looking things, and then there's a blonde chick, and then there's the main character.
there's mech suits and platinum men.
Not mech suits, like a battle suit.
There's one blonde that's the wife of the guy that's like helping them right now.
Okay. I looked at it. I'm like, oh, that's a kind of a hot character, I guess.
Yeah, that's the wife of the guy that's helping him right now.
Moms
Okay.
need to stop being hot.
Moms?
She's not a
Moms.
mom.
She's just a wife.
Wives need to
just a
stop being
wife.
so hot.
They're not allowed to be hot after they're
No.
married.
It's like, dude,
No.
either get divorced or just something. Your
Exactly.
wife's too hot.
Your wife's too hot.
Stop
you can't do
it.
it. Stop.
Okay.
You're offensive to me.
Your
Your wife is hot.
Your ways to fix the world are effective yet extreme.
You're like, you're
Well, it's a
probably
way to
too
fix it.
dumb to get married anyways. Did you take an
Did you
IQ test?
Did you take the Pyrolus approved IQ test on marriage? Man,
Are you allowed to have that wedding ring on right now?
You just walk up, you're like, are you married? It's like, yes. You're
his IQ
hot. Your husband's probably too dumb to be married to you.
He's literally chewing on rocks. Look at him.
Do you really think you could have a child with that
yeah.
that person right there?
Well, I'm
just
pregnant
like-
right now. You're doing what with the caveman?
So, anyways,
You know, stories like that really do. I'd be going too far if I said they broke my heart, but they do make me sad because it's just like
It
you
makes
could
me sad,
obviously
too.
tell that kid was either in a really bad spot
yeah,
and really should not have been watching that type of show at the time,
yeah,
or their parents just did not care enough.
yeah.
to.
Whatever
He's like,
happened.
I wonder what happens if I do that. I think that'll do that.
I
And
mean,
just-
I don't think anyone normally would just like watch the show and then immediately assume
Yeah.
I could jump off a building
Yeah.
and be fine.
Like when I was 8 years old, I jumped off of a top of a car. I didn't have enough guts to jump off a building.
Yeah.
But I jumped off the top of a car with an umbrella to see if I'd actually fly.
that's amazing.
And then my parents saw me doing it. They were like, stop, you're being an idiot. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
And also, like, part of the reason that it's abnormal for someone to do something like that is your body has fear. Like, your
Yeah.
mind knows, like, you go to an edge of a building and stuff, and you're like, oh, crap, this is scary.
Yeah.
Like, there must have been a lot of other things going on for that kid to do that. But that was sad. The other thing is we have, what's it? Demon Slayer ended. Did you watch the final episode of Demon Slayer?
No.
Season 2? Oh, it was a good ending.
I caught up on Attack on Titan
Nice.
because I thought they all ended,
No, just Demon Slayer.
but just Demon
It
Slayer.
was only 11 episodes, so they got through it pretty fast.
I should have clicked on that one first because I was like, I want to catch up on one of them, and I was like, I want to watch Attack on Titan at the time.
Apparently, Attack on Titan. Another news. I've got so much news. Attack on Titan's final episode was delayed a week.
I saw
because of
that. I am
special
so
programming.
mad.
I'm happy because it gives me an extra week to catch up.
What
Yeah.
kind of special programming?
I don't know. It's probably
Better be ReZero, come back.
like that would be sick.
It's the 4 publishing companies announcing their bounty hunter team to take out all the pirates.
We've
It's
got
just
Cad
4
Bane.
Shinjis. No,
We've got
it's just
Boba
4
Fett.
Shinjis.
Like, I don't want to go after the piracy website.
Get in the robot, Shinji,
Get on the computer and go after the piracy website.
or else Ray will do it again. She's already got carpal tunnel.
She's like, I'm ready. I'll take down those.
Her hands are all crippled and shaking.
I ain't ready, boss. Set me in there.
No, I'll do it. Does like half his job and
Then just
adds,
cries.
adds more piracy sites. and
Ray's
cries.
just like, I'm hacking them. I'm taking down the website. No, they're hacking me back. No, no. And Shinji just walks up, pushes one key, and he's like, fine, I'll do it. Pushes one key.
Just breaks down and cries. He pushes enter and just
And
cries.
cries. And it just, all the piracy websites get deleted.
And the stupid penguin.
Then the penguin walks up.
And I shoot it. Happy ending.
Please don't. I wonder how many people we're gonna lose just because of the soundboard.
I don't know. Probably all of them.
Probably not.
That would be great because then instead of going to this podcast, I could watch Attack on Titan like I want to be doing right now.
Wow. You're such a jerk.
I need to watch it so I have something to talk about on this podcast.
But we're talking right now.
But you wouldn't be on the podcast.
I don't watch any seasonal anime.
All right, so what did you think of the last episode of Demon Slayer?
It was good. It was a good finale. Oh, they also announced season 3 of Demon Slayer. So
Of
much
course.
news!
Wow.
They didn't do it at the end of the episode, which is weird. They waited like
Guess what?
a
They
week.
announced the
Or a
final
day.
season of Attack on Titan.
They did. Wow, the final episode. They're like, this is the final episode part 1. Wait for next year, where we're gonna have the final episode part 2. This is
If they did that,
season 4 part 2 last episode part 1. Now we're gonna have season 4 part 2 final episode part 2, and
they
it's gonna
did
be
that,
3
I'm sure
hours
people
long.
would riot.
You know what I don't get and what upsets me a little? So, you know that new Halo show that's coming out, right?
Yeah,
It's already confirmed season 2.
What?
When it hasn't even aired.
that's dumb.
Has
And
it not
has-
aired yet, or is it streaming now?
As far as I'm aware, it hasn't aired yet. And we already know that it's not canon.
They need to stop doing things like saying, hey, we like this guy so much, we're going to give him a whole trilogy of movies. And then the movie
Right.
comes out, and then people are like, I kind of hate this.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of fans hate it, and then they're just like, yeah, we're going to not talk about that trilogy of movies for a while. Maybe we'll cancel it. I don't know.
Well, that's what I mean, like, yeah, this is season 2 for this story confirmed. It's like, no one's even watched season 1.
Yeah.
No one knows how this is going to happen. You're already going off the canon, which a lot of people are going to dislike depending on how you do it.
Yeah. Or they're just like, we're going to announce that we're making a brand new video game, Mario 27 or whatever. And it's like, how much work has been done on it? Mr. Miyamoto drew like a little sketch of Mario with like a
He
bushy
jumped
mustache,
and he caught a coin.
jumped. Yeah. So we'll have it done in like 6 to 8 years.
I want to pre-order my knapsack now. Make sure it's of the finest candies, please.
Oh wow, we scrapped it. Wow.
I
Maybe we
want
should-
I got a
my
plastic
canvas. I want my canvas backpack be full of mushrooms from Japan.
I got my plastic baggie filled with one half-eaten bagel. Quality.
So yeah, maybe they should not announce things as soon as like
Or maybe they should wait and see how the show actually does.
Yeah.
Especially since they each are like 15 feet tall.
I think part of it might be like the whole MCU thing where they're like, we're gonna have Spider-Man 25 in 45 years from now, and we're scheduling on this date, and it just works out because they just
'Cause they
Disney,
eat it up
because they
like
have
poo-poo.
it. They have it all down to a science, basically. I guess
I
want to
meet the guy. I want to meet the guy that's like, okay, we're making Iron Man in 2008. I think it's 2008.
Yeah.
And by 2021, we're going to have this movie called Spider-Man No Way Home, where there's going to be like 5 other characters in it. There's going to be 3 rebooted Spider-Man. And they're all going to be in it.
All of them.
That's pretty great.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was gonna say they obviously planned everything. They had the Amazing Spider-Man movies. They canceled them just for No Way Home.
Right.
Did it on purpose.
I will say I watched the Sam Raimi Spider-Man, the first one, with my sister yesterday.
Yeah.
We all did. That movie's really good.
Is it? I want to watch it.
The dialogue, you've never seen it?
I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. Maybe.
The dialogue can be cheesy.
Is it the one with Doc Ock?
No, that's
Okay.
Spider-Man 2.
Okay.
That's the Spider-Man 1. This is one with Green Goblin.
Goblin. Okay.
It can be cheesy, and it's not the highest production,
Yeah.
but it works as a Spider-Man show so well.
It is cool. That's one of like the more original like superhero movies. So it's pretty cool.
Kind of the original one. It's the first one that actually worked. Because
Yeah.
before that, you had like Blade, you had
Yeah, all of them kind of
Constantine,
flopped. And then
you had
this one they
shows
had
like
a whole
that.
trilogy, which is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
they had a whole
so,
trilogy, and then it got canceled, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of
But the
ended.
guy that directed that is directing Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness.
Sam Raimi is
Yep.
directing that?
Yep.
Whoa.
It looks good too.
That's cool.
I'm excited for
I
it.
just want Andrew Garfield.
You just want
That was
Andrew
my
Garfield.
favorite Spider-Man.
Andrew
Yeah,
Garfield,
amazing
the
Spider-Man.
movie.
Yeah, Andrew Garfield the movie.
I guess a lot of people hated that version.
I don't know why. I thought it was great.
Yeah.
I
I've only seen it once, so I kind of want to rewatch it.
I like the Amazing Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man, the second one.
Yeah.
I want to watch those. I did like his Spider-Man. My favorite Spider-Man is still the PS4 game Spider-Man. He's
Oh, yeah?
amazing. He's kind of more like the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. He's got like his weird quips and stuff. He's a really deep character. You spend so much time with him, you get to know so much about him. His
That's cool.
relationship with Mary Jane is great, where it's all like messy and like he's absolutely awful at it.
Yeah.
That
But he's
might-
like more mature.
What's the name of the PS4 game? Because it might be based off the Amazing Spider-Man.
It's just called Spider-Man.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it's like a mixture of the Andrew Garfield and the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man.
Yeah, he's older in this one. He's
Yeah.
done it for like 8 years or something, so he's like more experienced. But he's also still has like just messed up messy life. So
Me and my brother
he's
would play-
great.
We would play the Amazing Spider-Man game for the PS3, and it was great because like we'd go in the kitchen and it'd just be Aunt May washing dishes. That's all she'd do, and we'd be like, Aunt May, dinner's ready. And like we'd walk in the spider suit, like Aunt May, look who I am, and like no reaction whatsoever. It's like Aunt May, tell me you love me. Like we just come with the most ridiculous stuff.
The original
It's great.
the original Spider-Man game for the old PS1 and the
I
computer.
had that for the computer. Yeah,
It was so good.
yeah.
I only got to play the demo of it.
I remember fighting the lizard man going down the sewer.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because your friend's like, hey, Peter, something's going on. Like, okay, I'm going to go to the sewer. And that's how I remember it. It's like,
Yeah.
you talk to your friend, then like something happens. And
Oh,
I just remember fighting Rhinoceros and you had to make him run into electrical poles and stuff.
So Amazing Spider-Man, I never watched the movie, but I did play the game.
Okay.
I beat the entire game.
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, the Spider-Man 2 game, the Amazing Spider-Man 2 game was awesome. I think it was like a prequel or something to the movie.
Okay.
It was really good.
Yeah.
I
remember
always
liking
liked
it.
the movie games where they did that, where it's a movie game,
Yeah.
but it was like a prequel or it was like
they tied it
a
in
side
somehow.
story. And it fits.
It was so much better than when they just tried to like copy the movie
Yeah.
and then put like game elements in it.
Yeah.
Except for the SpongeBob movie game. That game was awesome.
I think my favorite Spider-Man game, besides for the old computer one, I think it was just called Spider-Man, it's called Web of Shadows
Oh yeah.
for the Nintendo DS.
Dang.
Okay.
It's a side-scroller beat-em-up game.
Oh dang.
But like it had combos and stuff where you could like instantly switch between the symbiote suit and the regular suit, and each suit had its own abilities and stuff, so you just like combo bosses.
Nice.
It's fun. It
Oh, I
was
just
fun.
remembered I lied. The title of the Spider-Man PlayStation 4 game isn't Spider-Man, it's Marvel's Spider-Man. Sorry.
I lied.
Surprised they didn't call it the Marvel
Marvel
Spider-Man.
I know it's a pretty weak name, but
Yeah.
they called it Spider-Man PS4 for so long,
Yeah.
and then it's just like the official title. They just took off PS4. They're like, nice.
Cool.
Good job.
Huh.
It's like when you call Untitled Goose Game for so long, you're just like, we're just gonna call it Untitled Goose Game.
I thought that was the actual name of
That
it.
is the actual name.
Oh. Okay.
Yep.
I'm confused now.
Yep.
That's the point of it.
Okay. Cool. Please don't. I'm gonna have to like duct tape over that button so you can't use it anymore. Anyway.
Yeah. I'm just gonna, yeah, it's gonna be great. Like, Boom, I want to ask you a question.
Please don't.
Okay, fine.
Wow, so rude, Boom.
Fine, I'll just talk to Pyrolis.
So how's it
So,
going?
it's going decent.
Oh, yeah, that's good. This is the watercolor talk. The wife been treating you good recently?
Wife's been great.
Yeah, that's good. Mine, I kicked mine out to the doghouse because she tried kicking me out there. But I was like, no, I own the house. Get to the doghouse.
Dang.
Yeah, I pulled a move. And when she's suing me now, and I'm losing half the house and the kids.
You're losing
That
half the
escalated
kids.
quickly.
But
You're losing half the kids. They're just like
Yeah.
taking half of them.
but we only got one kid, so now we're losing half. Like,
Yeah, oh
that
yeah,
doesn't
you're
make
just
sense.
losing half.
Like, I don't know. I think I keep the hair like the fingernails, but I
Yeah.
don't know the basics.
You get all the things. You get all the hair. They just shave them completely.
Well,
I passed that Q test, so the kid is legitimate though. So
if you do it right, you can keep 3 3/4 of the kid, so that way all she gets is the legs, and then you just put a robotic legs on him, and he gets to win the Olympics.
I plan on just cloning him, and then just giving my wife the clone.
Half of the clone?
Making the clone a little bit messed up. That way she can deal with that. Like
the clone won't be able to pass the test to get married.
You know what this means? I think we're rambling now, which means we get to end the episode.
We get to end the episode. Maybe next week we can talk about anime.
Maybe.
That would be crazy.
We talked about Piracy.
We referenced anime enough, right?
We did reference anime.
So,
we're just like...
I think we got this.
We're like, hey, cybernetic person. That's a JoJo reference.
That is a JoJo reference.
There we go. We got our anime in.
We got our anime in.
Heck yeah.
Maybe next time we'll talk about more shows and stuff, because I've been watching all kinds of things.
Well, next week I will have finished Demon Slayer.
Nice.
So we can kind of talk about that. And then I will have finished Arcane as well.
Ooh.
So we can talk about that.
I'm good with talking about Arcane. Arcane's great.
Yeah?
You should watch Arcane Pylorus.
I don't have Netflix, and I refuse to get it.
You should steal Boom's Netflix and watch Arcane Pylorus.
All right.
Please don't.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that. We'll just bore Pyrolus to death by talking about stuff that he hasn't seen.
I'll keep myself occupied.
It'll be
in certain
great.
ways.
Oh, he'll just have Pokemon.
We'll give you a coloring book in crayons.
And I'll make my IQ test with that. I mean, basically, IQ test is going to be pretty simple. Up, down, left, right, hot, cold. What's the colors of the rainbow? Oh, you're colorblind? I'm sorry.
I guess you can't get married now.
Have fun.
What's the color of your wife's eyes? Oh, can't get married.
Oh.
Sir, she don't got eyes. What do I do?
They're black. Her eyes are just black.
All right, that's acceptable.
Her pupils just covered her entire eye.
I've seen conditions where the pupil are bigger.
Oh, that's cool.
Almost like anime bigger.
I wonder if you have
It's
more
called
peripheral
90% of
vision.
drugs.
Well, yes and no.
I wonder if you have more peripheral vision.
It's more like the
Maybe.
light, like hit
Anime.
your eyes are more
Oh,
sensitive to
yeah,
light.
that's right.
It's like
That is how the.
All right.
That is how they work.
I am going to end
Yeah.
this now, here and now. Do you want to run us out the building,
Sure.
or what do you want to do?
So-
You're having
this
Weez
has
kick us out of your
been-
house?
What?
This,
You're having Weez kick us out of your house?
Yes,
Okay.
this has been.
I'm not willing to do it.
This has been Baka-Talk. That's for brand recognition,
Yes.
so that you associate what we're doing here with Baka-Talk.
That is BAKA dash TALK.
Just like Spider-Man, it has a little hyphen.
Dash.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is it a hyphen
It's
or
a
is it a
hyphen.
dash?
It's a hyphen.
Is it a hyphen?
I think it's the same thing.
Okay, I thought the
It's
hyphen.
called the same thing, but
I think
technically
it's-
it's a hyphen.
What's the line at the
Oh.
bottom of the word?
Underscore.
That's
Is that an underscore?
Yes.
Okay, so it's a hyphen.
Do not put underscores in
Talk.
your emails. It makes your email annoying.
It does.
It
Please don't do
does. Really annoying.
I know because my mom has underscores in her email.
No.
Oh no, I just doxed my mom. People are going to be like, underscore at gmail.com. And
That's
just be like,
just her whole
Yeah.
email.
that. underscore my mom at gmail.com.
well,
We
anyways,
doxed somebody.
this has been Baka-Talk. We will happily dox you if you give us all your personal information.
Dox.
So you can do that if you go to our email, which is askbakatalk@gmail.com. There you can send us anything. I nearly killed Boom. You can send
You
us
did.
anything. You can send us personal information and say, please dox me, and we will. We might consider it.
You can send us literally anything.
You have to send us your driver's license though to know it's your information because we're
Yes.
not going to dox
We're not gonna
random
dox-
people.
Yeah, we're definitely
Well,
not going to do that.
If you're underage, though, and you don't have your driver's license, just some selfies will do.
Well, no, it has to be the selfie, the driver's license, the social security number, and the Medicaid number.
birth certificate.
If you don't
would be great.
have your driver's license, your mom's credit card will do fine.
Yes.
Front and back.
front and back,
As
yeah.
well as your dad's insurance policy.
Yes.
Yes. So anyways, you can send us all that stuff at askbakatalk@gmail.com. You can check us out on Twitter, and there you can send us like mess tweets, I guess. Tweets and replies to tweets.
Tweets would be cool.
I guess replies aren't tweets, but you could also tweet and then tag Baka-Talk, which is at Talk Baka.
Throw Boom a bird every now and again.
And then you can just say,
Yes,
hey,
I
I
like eating
liked your
chicken.
episode. I want you to talk about Devilman Crybaby because that's a show. And we can be like,
I was gonna hit a button, but never mind.
we can be like, sure, maybe, because you
Awesome.
asked.
I hear it's good, but
So,
I don't know.
but if you ask, if like a bunch of people, you get all your friends and then they're just like, yeah, go watch it. And then we watch it and they're like, yeah, we don't really like this. Then you can hate on us. Also on Twitter at TalkBaka. I'm also on Twitter at KBWAuthor. And Pyrolus is on Twitter at Pyrolus2.
Woot woot.
Otherwise, you can find this podcast on all the all the podcasting platforms.
Even the ones that are specifically for certain reasons.
Are you just gonna ignore my Twitter?
Such
Your
as,
Twitter is
do you
Talk
still
Baka.
use
You
it?
should
You
use
keep
Talk
saying
Baka.
you're not going to use it anymore.
Yeah.
I changed my mind. I have to use my own Twitter
Sir Boom
Nine.
9 is Boom's Twitter.
because apparently, for legal reasons, I was talking to another person on Twitter. For legal reasons, if I want to eventually make the podcast into businesses,
Yeah.
I have to keep it all separate from my personal stuff.
You're just like my mom. I love you. I don't love you. I love you. I don't love you. Choose one.
You don't
I
have-
don't love you.
Okay.
You know, it should be fine for Twitter, though.
I don't know. I kind of got in the hang of using all three accounts.
Go with the professional's suggestion, not with this guy's.
Yeah. Like I've been just kind of posting, like try to post at least one thing every other day on
Yeah.
my account. So
So, anyways, you can check us out on Twitter there. I have a YouTube channel. You can find that linked into my Twitter. It's just KBW. It's kind of hard to find. If you search KBW Anime, I will show up. And then you can watch all my videos and then subscribe to me. And dislike the videos, actually, so no one will see it. And then comment and say, I disliked this video.
and then you can hop over to our YouTube channel, which is just Baka-Talk Studios, and like all of ours.
Yeah, you can like those because likes will actually show up.
Yes.
Yep.
We did we need to get back to it, but we're doing a playthrough of the Steins Gate visual novel, and we're voice acting all the characters, and it's super fun because we're awful at it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there's that. There's like some gameplay of you guys playing Tarkov. There's these episodes.
So
you
get
can
this.
watch on
We're
YouTube.
never doing that again.
Yeah, he doesn't like Tarkov.
No.
He found out he doesn't like Tarkov.
It still has 0 views.
Is that
So-
why you don't like Tarkov?
You could be.
I
the
don't know what
first
happened
view.
to it. I don't know what happened to it.
You just don't like Tarkov because we got 0 views on the video.
No,
So,
like I'm not gonna waste another 3 hours. Well, that was just recording it. Like 10 hours of editing and all that.
Watch, someday
Just-
it's gonna be the most popular video. I'm like, make more, make more, make
Yeah,
more. No,
that's
I
how
don't like
Demon
it.
Slayer Explained Badly happened for me. It started out and was like, this kind of flopped. I don't know why I keep making these. I'm going to start making some other videos and maybe come back to it. And then suddenly it's like, YouTube's like, hey, this needs 1,000 views. This needs 3,000 views. I'm like, oh, okay.
I'll do more gameplay with Pyrolus if that video somehow got like 20 plays
So
by
now
the
just
time
gaming with
next.
you
Okay, I'm
is
just gonna start, like,
jeopardized.
click.
Wow.
Make a new account.
What?
Click.
So now just gaming with you is being jeopardized. Wow.
Yeah, you have to get monetized.
So, anyways, yeah, you can check us out on all those places, like YouTube, like Spotify, like Google Podcasts, like Apple. In Apple and Spotify, Apple Podcast and Spotify, you can leave a review. There's a little thing in Spotify that gives you like stars.
Nice.
So you can't actually review it, but you can give it a 5-star. That would be great. Also, I saw that too. But anyways, you can also
You saw the
in
mixer almost
Apple-
blowing up?
Yes,
I
you
heard
can.
it.
You can go to Apple Podcasts and leave us a review and say things, and then we'll like talk about it. We'll review your review and give a review on your review on this podcast. We'll
And
make it a
review
review
the
episode.
podcast for the review.
We gotta work on your ending.
I'm trying to make it entertaining so people will listen instead of just like, you can find this at all the places.
It's been going on for 10 minutes
I know, it's
now.
great. It's actually fun though. What else do I have to talk about?
This is fun.
What-
Listen to us.
what else? This is fun. Listen. What else do we have?
I am enjoying myself.
Please don't.
Are there any other things?
No.
Oh, there are things.
Oh my god.
Boom has another podcast. I know it's crazy. You'd think he'd be fed up with this one, but he has
I
another
am.
one. He's got look behind you.
A Glade bottle.
And it's about paranormal, supernatural stuff, but then they were like, this is way too hard. So it's half about paranormal, supernatural stuff, and half about just random bullcrap, which is amazing. It's such a good podcast.
They stay till 3 in the morning for it.
You can also find that podcast on Twitter, and it's at Look Behind You Pod. I know because I've listened to every single one of their episodes to the end, and they say that.
It's at Behind You Pod.
Okay, at Behind You Pod.
At Look Behind You Pod.
I was close. Behind You Pod. Because pod is a thing, apparently. You can also, if you want to join us on this podcast, you can go talk to Boom and he'll figure out a way to get you on.
I feel like Behind You Pod would be the name of something else. Just saying.
It's like what?
It's like
I think you know what.
It's
you
okay.
dirty man.
I'm just imagining a beanbag thing, like moon pod or whatever. That's
Let's
like
stick
some
with that.
like that, but it like spoons you.
Pretty much what I was getting at.
Okay.
So an anime body pillow?
Yes, but it spoons you.
And it's alive.
I'm sure we can design one to spoon
It's
you.
alive.
Isn't that just a
We
person?
need giant metal spoons that are alive to give you comfort.
That would not be
Like
comfortable.
those chairs in Star Wars when they go to Camino.
No.
They're like giant spoon chairs.
Hey Gary,
They're like
remember that time
ladles.
you used me for crack? Well, guess
So,
what?
anyways, that's been the podcast for today. I'm Louise, doing the best outro you've ever heard. And Boom, keep your finger away from the button.
Hey, Boom, your computer needs to update.
I
know it needs
I
update.
did not sleep super well last night, and this is the end of the podcast. We'll talk to you next week. We will fill your ears with noise vibrations.
Nice.
Next week, where we will actually talk about anime, possibly.
Very nice. See you all later.
Thank you all for
Jam
listening.
ya.
Jam meow.
Done.